Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Anger back with you for another episode of the Mr. Anger Show. 38 years ago today, I was put on this earth. I was born. And no, I'm not saying this for birthday congrats or anything like that. I mean, if you congrats, thank you. Appreciate it. This is just kind of like a silent reflection on what I've been thinking about a lot here lately. When it comes to a lot of things in life, I just want people to do the right things. I want people to succeed. I want people to get what they want, believe in what they want to believe, all in the name of following the law. I mean, if you follow the laws of this nation, you abide by the laws, you pay your bills, you prove to be a responsible human being, do as you please. Believe in what you want to. Have fun. I just believe, I am a firm believer in right and wrong. I believe in the laws of this nation. And it's pretty sad, in my 38 years of existence on this planet, here in the last year or two, actually longer than that, you're considered racist or bigoted or sexist or a number of plethora of names just for wanting the laws to be enforced. And why? I don't know. I don't understand why. You want, I just want our border laws to work and be enforced because nobody's above the law. Like I said before, we as citizens, we get in trouble. We go to the court of law and we pay for our misdeeds. Nobody should be above the law, but because I want people to obey the law and do things the right way, I'm considered an evil person. Like, I'm just scum of the earth or something for wanting laws enforced. I don't believe that sanctuary cities, people who are doing sanctuary cities, here in America, if you or anybody or me or somebody I know goes out here and I know about it, you know about it, commits a crime and we do nothing to stop them, we're arrested and charged with being an accessory to the crime. Why is it okay in today's times for mayors, lawmakers, to disregard the laws of this nation? A judge in LA to sit there and say, okay, well, federal law doesn't work here. We're going to protect our sanctuary cities. A judge, a person who's supposed to uphold the law. And I get frustrated at this, knowing that laws are created for a reason, Laws have always been there for a reason. And when it comes to immigration, you can either do it the legal way, and welcome. Welcome. I'll meet you at the border. I'll meet you at the airport. I'll meet you at the train station, whichever preferred method you decide to come in, ship, boat, I don't know, whatever. You come here legally, welcome. That's the only thing I buy people by, to do, is to do things the legal way. When I talk to friends or anything like that, I tell them, do things the right way, the legal way. When it breaks down to the brass tacks of things, it always ends up in right versus wrong. And as long as everybody does things the legal way, nobody has nothing to worry about. Now, as far as, people sitting there saying, well, we might need immigration reform, if getting into this country is hard or costs too much or something like that, maybe that needs to be examined. But, until that is examined and redone, we got to stick with what we have in place right now. I wouldn't mind if they redid it and said, hey, you come to this country, you join the military, you serve the full 4 years, hey, you're a citizen. Or, I wouldn't mind stuff like that added or changed to, becoming a citizen of the United States. I do not, however, endorse the anchor baby thing. I'm sorry, I do not. That's just giving people an excuse to break our laws, to come here, to drop a baby, and then that's illegal. I'm sorry. I think that's just an excuse, and we should just cut that out altogether. That's just giving people a reason to break the law. Well, if we get over here and we drop a baby over there, that baby's a citizen. No, no, no. If you come here illegally, you have a kid over here, it's illegal too. I'm sorry. That seems cold-hearted and stuff, but it's not meant to be. It's just that I'm not trying to give people reasons to violate the law, and that's a reason too. So that just needs to be wiped from the books. I mean, that's the way I look at things in my world and my logic. But, I'm considered whatever because of it. An evil human being, an indecent human being, the scum of the earth because I want our laws enforced. It's getting astronomically ridiculous anymore. It is. It's beyond bullshit. 38 years, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Never. People out in the streets protesting police because of what? Because people want to make an issue out of race. I hate to break it to each and every one of you. Crime, rape, murder, police brutality, assault, sexual assault. It's not exclusive to just anybody or to just one race, one sex. It happens to everyone. And the longer we keep thinking and breaking things down into the differences, instead of just tackling the crime itself, and facing the issue together, the longer we're just going to tear each other apart like we've been doing. But people rather bitch and make issues out of stuff that doesn't need to be an issue. Don't get me wrong, does racism exist? Yeah, it does exist. It does exist. And it's unfortunate. But in the land of the free, guess what? That freedom includes that racist, stupid speech as well, him sitting there advocating hating somebody because of their color. It includes the right for him to sit there and hate on people because they're different than him. Unfortunately, with our freedoms, we've got to, and that's another thing, like that Antifa girl that got hit, it turned out that the guy was a white supremacist. And I wasn't defending him, what he stood for. I was defending him attacking somebody that clearly hit him in the throat first. And unfortunately, because, I stuck up for his actions, I'm considered a white supremacist now or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I just looked at the situation and the facts. Who caused the violence and harm first? And then, unfortunately, it was the Antifa girl. They came there with a direct purpose to cause harm, to start harm, but, they got what they asked for. They got what they asked for. Or at least she did. But, I defended his actions. Doesn't mean I believe in his ways. Just like the Ann Coulter thing that's going on. I defend her right to speak. Just as I defend somebody's right to speak that's against President Trump. I'm a Trump supporter. But, hey, you have a right to bash him and say what you want to say. I think that the behavior from the anti-Trump people has gotten a little bit dangerous because, newspapers and magazines and entertainers had joined in on this. And if anybody had acted like this, newspapers and journalists and the late night host and the celebrities, if they all acted like this about any president before then, they would have been labeled a traitor, Just like take for instance this example. The Dixie Chicks, they said something negative about President Bush when Bush was in office. Bush Jr., not Senior, Jr. When Bush Jr. was in office, they said something negative about Bush on stage. They were banned across the goddamn United States from being played on the airways. Their career, the Dixie Chicks, they almost died. And now, today, it's perfectly fine. What's wrong with this country? I don't get it. Just the hatred and the vitriol just runs so deep. And people getting misjudged and mislabeled because what? They want laws enforced? Because why? We sit here and we look at situations and we go, okay, what exactly happened? All right, this person struck first. This person caused destruction of property first. They're wrong. And, it may be the side that you don't like, that is right, but sometimes you got to make that call. You got to make that call. I don't care what anybody believes. Like I said, my philosophy has always been this: as long as you don't physically, violently hurt somebody or destroy property first, then do as you please, say as you want. Freedom of speech guarantees freedom for anybody to say whatever the hell they want to. Freedom of religion gives everybody the right to believe in everything or anything that anybody wants to believe. You want to believe you're from a purple space monster? Have fun. You want to believe that you're from a flying spaghetti monster? Have fun. You want to believe in Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, I don't know. Insert your religious preference, God, there or lack of there, or whatever you believe in there. Believe in what you want to believe, because no matter what happens in life, no matter how fluently we believe in anything, nobody, not me, not you, not a scientist, not the President of the United States, nobody on this God's green earth, or if you don't believe in God, on this earth, knows all the answers. None of us do. As much as we like to pretend that we're all knowing and all smart, we're not. There's a lot of things in life we don't know. A lot of great questions that we do not know. And that scares the hell out of most of us. That's like people sitting there are so against killing, but are afraid to admit that we endorse killing. What do you mean, you may ask? Well, people say that killing is bad. I mean, take for example, people go, well, the gun issue, or, whatever happens. Like if you like during the Boston Marathon bombing, shortly after, if you typed in a cooker or what is it, pressure cooker, and something else into your search bar, you would get a nice little friendly knock on your door by somebody saying, okay, hey, what the hell are you doing? Methods of death aren't exclusive, just like crime isn't exclusive to anybody or any sex, any gender, any religion, or anything. When it comes to killing, there's a lot of things that could be used to kill. A lot more than just gun, the usual suspects, guns, explosives, missiles, nuclear warheads, what the news flashes up in front of our heads. Because, there's a lot more that could kill people. I mean, there's a lot around in this room that you're sitting here looking at right now that I could use to attack and kill somebody with. Without a problem. If somebody broke into my home, there's enough stuff laying around me that I can make sure that their life ends if somebody broke into my home and put my life in danger. And there's not a gun in here. Not in this room. It's the end result that everybody gets so pissed about. It's the killing everybody gets so pissed about. Well, we hate killing. Killing is bad. Killing is bad. Da, 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 da. Killing is bad. War is bad. Da, 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 da. Well, killing is so bad, I hate to break it to you, killing can be good as well. How's that, you may ask? Wait. What do you mean killing's good? What do you mean killing's good? Huh? What does that mean that killing's good? Well, let's take a woman. She goes home. Her husband's drunk as hell and starts pistol whipping the shit out of her, to the point of almost beating her to death. She manages to get a hold of the gun. She pulls the trigger and kills her husband. She killed somebody. Is she wrong? No. We call her a survivor. Alright. How about this? A soldier is overseas, far off battlefield. Sees a guy with a rocket launcher pointed at a bunch of kids. Soldier just drops the guy, puts one right in his brain, saves the kids' lives. Do we call him a murderer? A killer? No. We call him a hero. A cop goes into a bank heist, robber, done shot 2 people, getting ready to shoot the third. The cop, as the robber raises his gun, shoots him in the head. Do we call him a murderer? No, we call him a hero. Killing can be done in the name of good as well as bad, but we seem to focus on the bad and the negative sides of things. We endorse killing. We pay taxes for killing. I mean, think about it. Our taxes pay for our service members, our people in uniform. And we authorize them to kill. So you can't be so dead set against something when it's a necessity. It's kind of a mind fuck, if you ask me. To be angry and hate killing, but then having to realize that you have to deal with it and you have to endorse it yourself. It's gotta be a pretty trippy mind fuck to those people who were really against killing. You're not going to stop killing people, no matter how much you try. You can ban everything in this world. You can take nukes away from us. You can take nukes away from the world today. Guns, every single one of them off the planet today. Let's say we had the technology, the know-how to do so, to do it. I mean, we could take all the weapons away. Guess what? People would still kill one another, because if somebody wants to kill, they're going to find a way. Believe me, they'll find a way. The method's not important. What makes a killing so bad is that we report the bad killing more than we report the good. Those that are saved from taking someone else's lives, we never see those stories. But the news is quick to flash it in front of our faces when somebody dies horrifically or tragically, because guess what? If it bleeds, it leads. And we take that term in the media quite literally. I just want people to live their lives the way that they want to, inside the confounds of the law. You want to hate on people, hey, enjoy it, hate. I mean, people hate me for some of the stupidest reasons I've ever heard of in my entire life. I've been hated on because of my skin color. What, you think racism is a one-sided street here, ladies and gentlemen? Fuck off. Get a clue. Racism applies to every race. Every race has their racist bigots inside of their own, It's just a matter of fucking fact. Every race has their racist. Every race experiences racism. Like I said, nothing is exclusive to anybody. And making race an issue, that's just showing somebody's stupidity to me. They're as valid as the KKK to me. I don't fucking listen to them. If you make race an issue, I mean, you're making it an issue. We are making it an issue. It doesn't have to be an issue. We make it an issue. We could put the bullshit aside and attack the issue itself, instead of these little sub-issues that we keep on fucking inventing to divide ourselves even further. Imagine the glorious victory we would have if we actually put the bullshit aside and work together towards a common cause. But people don't think like that anymore. Nah. Alright, guys, I've run about 20 minutes. I just got thinking about a lot of things, and I just want everybody to be safe. I want my fellow countrymen to be safe. I want the laws of this nation enforced. If you fuck up, own up to your mistakes and pay for your misdeeds. Learn from them and don't fuck up that way again. That's the lesson. It's okay to fuck up, ladies and gentlemen. You can fuck up all you want to. But the progress to fucking up is learning not to make those same mistakes again. And a lot of people seem to fucking forget that. I fucked up. I've been to court before. I got speeding tickets and stuff like that. I pay my dues and I go on about my way. I'm held accountable for my actions. Everybody on this planet should be held accountable for their actions. So if you break the law, pay your dues, learn from your mistakes, and move on. Live life the legal way, and you have no worries. You have nothing to worry about. Quit making issues out of shit that doesn't even need to be made issues. Realize that freedom means accepting those that you do not like as well as what you do like. Then maybe we can have a country worth talking about again. I'm Mr. Anger. Have a good day.